Thank you, Scott. The city of St. Louis could revive a push to expand homeless shelter capacity after the first attempt failed. Board of Aldermen President Megan Green just sat down for an interview with our political editor, Mark Maxwell, who has those details. Mark.
Yeah, and the first attempt to pass that unhoused Bill of Rights really went off the rails at City Hall. A big failure for President Megan Green, who played a major role in helping promote that plan and push for its passage. Later, it was pulled off the table amid outcry over some of the more controversial pieces in it. Now, Green says the city is going back to the drawing board with hopes to revive a revised version.
It started the conversation that we have to have. And what we need to understand with this new board is that our decisions are not just yes and no decisions. That when we have major issues that need to be tackled, such as how we care for our unhoused population, we are not going to stop having those conversations. We are going to continue to push them forward, introduce legislation until we get to something that we can build consensus around.
And Mark, there was also some finger pointing at the Board of Aldermen over this incident where the city failed to collect about $500,000 in marijuana sales tax. Do we know, I guess, who was ultimately responsible for that?
Yeah, once voters approve that ballot question pertaining to taxes, someone in the city government has to file papers with the State Department of Revenue, and in this case, no one did. An aide to Mayor Jones today suggested perhaps the Board of Aldermen was responsible for that costly error. So we asked President Green if she bore any of that responsibility.
In my mind, I think that it does fall in administrative functions for the city, but I also understand that there have been times where the Board of Elections and other entities have been the ones to put that forward. So I think going forward, we need to make sure that there are clear policies, both from the mayor's office and from E&A and for the Board of Elections, so that there's understanding of who is responsible for what by when.
Green's making the media rounds, conducting all these interviews on the heels of her first ever legislative report, she called it, a formal speech that she delivered from City Hall last night. Really looked and felt a lot like a State of the City address. It's something none of her predecessors have ever done before. Maybe she's trying to elevate the visibility of her office. There's a lot more of that interview still to come on The Record after Sports Plus Sunday night.